successful entrepreneurs, investor, and multi-billionaire real estate veteran. He is a managing partner of Global Enterprise Exchange. He is one of the founders of Success Resources, the largest seminar organization in the world, and a major shareholder of a company listed in Australia Stock Exchange. He takes 3 companies public listed in Singapore, USA, and Australia. Dr. Patrick Liew also provides leaderships and advisory services to many professional and charity organizations and actively support charity. Dr. Patrick Liew, what is the best way to learn entrepreneurial skills, and what is the most important thing for the entrepreneurs must know?
I call this the 6 P's. The first P is there must be a purpose. There must be a compelling reason why you want to be an entrepreneur. If you don't know the why, you will never find out the how, because it is our purpose that will always drive our performance. The second P is your personality. That means all of us are created with a unique personality, so we have to decide what is the thing that we can do and can do very well that fits with our personality. The third P is called passion. You must finally do what you love to do. If it's a business that you want to start, but you have no love for the business, no matter how much money, how fast you can grow, how powerful you become, how successful you will ultimately be, it will never even drive you, very far down the road. And the next P is called performance. You must do something you can do very well, or at least if you give yourself time, you can develop the ability to do it very, very well. And the next P is called progress. It is not something that happened overnight. It is not a one-time affair. It is a lifelong journey. And as long as you continue to improve, you will be a better entrepreneur. You will be able to survive and succeed as an entrepreneur and create a more sustainable business. And the last P is really about your priority. What is important for you to do right now? Some things are important to do. Maybe it's not the right time to do it. What are the important things that you need to do right now in the marketplace, in the community, in the country, in the world at large? And then when you know your priority, you know when to start, and you know how to work towards becoming a successful entrepreneur.
Dr. Patrick Liew, what is the best attitude of a business leader?
Very good.
Professional or patient?
But maybe if I can suggest to you a formula that I crafted many years ago, and I kind of built on what Albert Einstein called the law of relativity, which everybody knows is called E equals to mc squared. So I call this E equals to mc to the power of 4. E is really for excellence. If you really want to be a successful entrepreneur, it's an attitude of the mind, it's a cultivated mindset, it's a discipline that whatever you do, you must do it well and do it to the best of your abilities. M stands for mission. That means an entrepreneur must be very focused on what is he trying to achieve, what is his outcome, what is his result, what is his impact. And I'm not talking about just generating cash, having more customers, improving your financial position, having more market share. I think we need to go beyond that to serve a higher cause, to be able to respond to a higher calling. So mission must be something that is really humongous, electrifying, life-changing, and magnetic. So H-E-L-M, humongous, electric, life-changing, and magnetic. The people are drawn to you. Because to me, the greatest poverty is not poverty of money. The greatest poverty is the poverty of dreams, of perseverance, and of action. So you need to have mission, a big enough dream to attract people to you. The C to the power of 4 represent the 4C. First of all, you must have commitment. As an entrepreneur, if you're not committed to a business, I don't care how smart you are, I don't care how great you are, I don't care how wonderful you are, I don't care how much resources you have, you're not going to succeed if you don't put your heart and soul into your business. Then the second C is called character. So if I employ somebody or if I work with somebody, character is very important. If somebody is going to do business with you, invest in you, be your customer, they are going to study your character. And then the third C is called competence. Competence has to do with your capacity to do more and more, has to do with your capability to be able to achieve more and more. And then the last C is compassion, a heart of care and concern. Because at the end of the day, your customer want to know whether you really genuinely care for them. If they know you don't care for them, you're only interested in their bank account and their money, they're not going to be your customer for very long.
Yes.
Your colleagues, the people you employ, also want to know whether you have care and concern for them. If you have no concern, no care and concern for them, they're not going to help you to fight the war. And finally, out there, people want to know, do you really have compassion for the world? Because if you're doing business, you need to value add to other people. If you're not adding value and all you care about is money, then you're not doing business, you're conning people and cheating people. So people want to know you truly care for them and you're concerned that they improve, they achieve better results, and they become much better because of you, because of what you've done to them as an entrepreneur.
Every entrepreneur must work with the heart and compassion.
Sure. Like I say, so at the end of the day, where your heart is, that's where your treasures will be, as the Bible says. But finally, where your treasures are, that's the direction that you'll be drawn to. So if your heart is focused in the right place and is positioned in the right place and is attracted to the right place, you will go to the right place, you'll find your place, your rightful place under the sun.
Dr. Patrick Liew, what caused New Venture to fear more often? A lack of leadership or a lack of collaborations? And how do we develop leaderships personally and work as a team to ensure success?
If you have a great leader, you'll go very, very far. If you don't have great leadership, your team, your business is not going to go very, very far. So the first factor is actually the leader. And who's that leader? It starts with you and me who are running the business.
True.
If you cannot lead yourself, you cannot lead other people. If you cannot manage yourself, you cannot manage your company. And if you cannot love yourself and continue to improve yourself, people will also not love you and help you to improve your organization. And of course, teamwork is very, very important. Teamwork has to do with finding the right people to join you at the right time, to do the right job, and be able to work together and be able to achieve greater success. And to me, leadership has got a few key factors. First of all, as a leader, you need to envision. It means you must cast a vision that's so humongous, as I mentioned just now, electrifying, life-changing, and magnetic, that people are drawn to you and you're excited about running a business. The second C is exemplify. It means as a leader, don't tell people to do what I tell you to do, but don't do what I do. You must be the change, as Gandhi said, that you want to see in the world. You must be able to not only show the way, but live the way. Walk the talk and talk the walk. And then you need to be able to enroll the right people, as I mentioned. Enroll the right people at the right time to do the right job and be able to work as a team. And then the next C is be able to educate your people. So as a leader, as an entrepreneur, you must continue to train your people, coach your people, mentor your people to help your people to grow. If you don't have time to even look after your people, chances are you don't have time to look after a lot of the very important things in your life, because ultimately, they are the one who's going to carry out your mission, they are the one who's going to grow your business, they are the one who's going to make the greatest impact, not just you alone. The next C is to be able to encourage them. I think today, if you look at a lot of surveys, many employees are not very happy at the workplace. Many employees feel that their bosses don't look after them. And to me, if you want your business to survive, to succeed and be sustainable, you want it to be stable and secure, you must continue to encourage your people. Treat them as humans, bring out the best from them, help them to live a meaningful, exciting and fulfilling life. And then the next C is called excel.
Excel.
Excel. That means you must continue to improve. Yesterday must be better than, today you must be better than yesterday, tomorrow you must be better than today. So you must continue to improve, continue to change, and every now and then you may even have to destroy everything creatively and restart all over again, redesign your organization, reinvent your structure, re-engineer your operation, and revitalize your people so that you will not only achieve incremental success, you will achieve quantum leaps of success, you will achieve exponential explosive level of success.
Why is it important to have a spirit of humility as a leader?
To be humble, to learn how to be humble, is the first lesson that you have to learn before you learn any other lessons. In other words, if at the other end of the spectrum you feel like you know everything, you are great, you are wonderful, you are smart, you are successful, then immediately your brain is so full of yourself, is so full of some of this negative attitude. There's no way you can have important lessons, good values coming into your bodily system, into your mind, your soul, and your spirit. But when you say you're humble, that means you say, yes, I love myself, yes, I accept myself, yes, I believe I am created with a lot of gifts, a lot of talents, a lot of potential, but however, I can still become better, I can still improve, I can still achieve better results, and very importantly, I can learn from other people. That every person can be my teacher. And you know what they say, right? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And if you have this sense of humility, then every person is your teacher, every experience is your teacher, every event is your teacher, every situation is your teacher. And if that is the case, then you will have to continue to learn. So from humility, it drives you to learn and drive you to become a more successful person.
Singapore is encouraging smart nations. We are becoming more high technology. How can we still be high touch as in humanity? What should we learn?
Sure. First of all, I believe in technology. You cannot run away from technology. It will always be there. And so instead of running from technology, you cannot run away. My suggestion to everybody is learn to love technology. Learn to embrace technology. Learn to use technology. Learn to become better and better in using technology. Don't see technology as something that's negative. Technology in and of itself is amoral, it's not right or wrong. If you use it rightly, it becomes the right thing to do. If you use it wrongly, it's a wrong thing to do. So in computers jargon, we have a slogan called GIGO. You put garbage into a technology, you get garbage out. You put good stuff in, you get good stuff out, basically. And I believe that if you're going to change the world, make the world a better place to live in, and if you want to go and help the last, the least, the lost, as well as the lonely, then one of the things we need to do is be able to adopt technology. And with technology, we can do everything easier, better, and faster. Advanced technology, future technology, have the ability to devalue everything we do, has the ability to disintermediate many things, has the ability to disrupt as well as disintegrate many things. There's no job, no career, no business, no company, no organization, no government that cannot be disrupted. So in fact, it's interesting you asked me this question because this morning I just actually wrote a small little blog, and I suggest that before you become disrupted, why don't you become the disruptor?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, become a disruptor and don't be disrupted. The reason is because if you don't eat somebody's lunch, you become part of the menu. Of course, when you eat somebody's lunch, hopefully you do it out of a good heart. Your motive means at end is the right thing to do, and the person can have a positive outcome because of that. If there's any way we can do better in technology, it starts from inside us. So you need to be able to want to change and go out there and create change. Be a change maker. Secondly is develop a whole habits, a whole mindset, a whole lifestyle, and surround yourself with an ecosystem that will help you to continue to learn technology. And thirdly is we all need to continue to learn. Whatever you have learned should have an expiry date. If there's a way to respond better to disruptive technology, and the secret or the formula is called lifelong learning. And we all need to continue to train our mind. We need to train our mind to be able to have fluid intelligence. That means be able to be flexible in exploring new things, trying new things, finding out new things, and believing that you could be wrong and you have been wrong, and be able to say maybe there's a better way out there. I think if you really want to be successful, especially with the use of new technology, is to be able to move out of the comfort zone. Be adventurous, be curious, be ready to take risk, hopefully calculated risk. Finally, it's about developing your capacity and capability to do more and more with less and less resources. We are going to face a disruptive future. There will be a lot of disruptors. So before you get disrupted, be a disruptor. Be the best disruptor.
Failure is part of the puzzle of life and the signpost to the journey to success. What was your failure and obstacles, and how did you bounce back after the setback?
I am very proud to tell you that I always lay claim to being the #1 failure in the business world. Years ago, the Singapore government award an award called the Phoenix Award for the businessman who goes through the greatest failure and turned himself and the business around. And between me and my partner, I submitted his name so that he can go and share with everybody, the judges especially, on our failure. And he actually won the award. And his failure is really my failure. I have been blessed with something called ADHD. It's a mental disorder. So I'm a bit of a mad person. So most people only have one brain. So if you have ADHD, then you have 10 brains inside. So it's very hard for somebody with ADHD to be able to focus, to be disciplined, to even sit here and talk and to be successful. I have been kidnapped. I have gone to almost to the brink of financial bankruptcy at least 4 times in my life. I have seen my business go down literally to the pits of hell. At one stage, I lost millions and millions and millions of dollars. And I go on telling you, a lot of my failure story, and that could be, a movie by itself. If you want to be successful, you will have to fail. And so one of my maxim for failure is you must learn how to successfully fail your way to success. So handling failure starts with a mindset. Do you see failure as a problem, or do you see failure as an opportunity? And when you look back in your life, those moments when you made the greatest changes, I can almost, bet those were a time when you were down and you were out and you've gone through the worst failure, and that's the time when you learn the most, change the most, improve the most, and find better ways to achieve success. Of course, you must have a correct failure-proof mindset. And secondly is, if you want to prevent yourself from, if you want to be successful, I always tell people, then don't fail. You need to be proactive in preempting what can cause failure. So if you know what potentially can cause your failure, then you start to develop your knowledge, your attitude, your skills, your habits, to make sure that whatever can fail will never fail, because you already know it's coming, you already prepare yourself. In other words, don't pray for less failure. Don't pray for smaller failure. Pray to have stronger capacity, capability, responsibility, tenacity, creativity, and the ability and the agility to be able to overcome failure. And of course, the next thing, very importantly, is to be able to surround yourself with good people. Because when you surround yourself with people who are not just your employees, people who are your advisors, who are your coaches, who are your mentors, who are your teachers, they also lift you up to a higher ground. Of course, another way to overcome failure is to be able to meet failure face to face. Sometimes when you're willing to confront failure and not run away, there will always be a solution. The Chinese have a saying, 天无绝人之路. The Bible have a saying that God will never give you a problem so big that you cannot overcome it. So in other words, if you have a problem, like a wall in front of you, you can either make a door, go through it, you can climb over it, you can go underneath it, you can go around it, or you can decide not to bang on the wall and find a better place to go to. So there are always many solutions. And so the one thing that I have learned from one of my teachers is when you come to a failure, Ask yourself as many why as possible. Why did I fail? Why did it happen? Why must it happen the way it happened? In other words, when you keep asking yourself all the whys, you'll come to the root cause. And so you need to solve the root cause. And once you solve the root cause, you not only solve the failure problem, you solve the symptoms of the failure problem. And again, after you go through a failure and you're willing to review and improve yourself, then you become even stronger to face even better challenges. And you become a much better person.
Thank you, Dr. Patrick Liew, to attend Angelica Ang TV channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.